What are you unconsciously accepting? Today, I want to talk about something many might not be aware of and could be the underlying factor affecting how they interact with the 3D world of virtual reality. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Stir Up Your Purpose channel. It's me, Ade. I love the scripture passage that talks about Paul's experience after a shipwreck in Acts 28, 3-6. Paul gathered a bunch of sticks, and as he laid them on the fire, a viper, driven out by the heat, fastened itself on his hand. When the islanders saw the creature hanging from his hand, they said to one another, "Surely this man is a murderer." Although he was saved from the sea, justice has not allowed him to live. But Paul shook the creature off into the fire and suffered no ill effects. The islanders were expecting him to swell up or suddenly drop dead. After waiting a long time and seeing nothing unusual happened to him, they changed their minds and said he was a god. You know, when we read this passage, we might relate to it as an historical event, or we can choose to dig deeper to get insights and apply it to our life. For me, I see this passage as the drama of life taking place in the heart of everyone that walks the face of the earth. Whether they are aware of it or not, it makes no difference. Its operation, just as the law of gravity, unfolds in each and every one of us at different times during our journey on earth. Environment is our looking glass, and if we are not watchful, we might unknowingly allow our environment, people, institutions, friends, or even family members to project disempowering ideas or thoughts upon us. The scripture parallel relating to this idea, is that part that says the islanders, which represents worldview, society, institution, and the race mind, they were expecting Paul to swell up or suddenly drop dead. If we allow those negative ideas, thoughts, to take root by accepting and getting emotionally involved with them, they will take effect. This is not because those ideas or concepts have any power of their own, but simply because we moved internally through our thoughts, feelings, and moods and gave power to them. And by law, they will reproduce in our outward experience as conditions or circumstances. You see, we are all immersed in the race or world mind. Suggestions of the world are continually impinging upon our consciousness. Our mind receives according to our degree of receptivity. The race mind operates like a silent killer. The person who is asleep can allow the race mind to awaken fear, doubt, or worry in them because they do not have the awareness and understanding to shake off the latent poison. They inadvertently move to the tune of the race mind internally and thus manifest that which is projected upon them. So sad, yet so true. Now, what are you focusing on? Whatever we give attention to and get emotionally involved goes forth to produce its kind in our outer experience through circumstances and conditions, whether positive or negative. The world, society, or people we come into contact with may be projecting ideas and concepts based on our past behavior, background, or experience. If one is asleep, that is, not spiritually alert, those ideas can take root or continue to propagate themselves. Remember, your past does not define your future, except you accept it and continue to get emotionally involved with those negative concepts. Nobody has power over another. The power is within each one of us. We are given the choice on how to use it, whether for good, well-being, or evil, misery. We need to shake off any unconscious latch the world, no matter what or who it is, want to place or project upon us, and focus on our ideal. Change occurs from inside out, not the other way around. Trying to change something on the outside without the corresponding inner shift is futile. If done correctly and persistently, no power in the world can stop you, but they will come around to aid you. This is so simple, but sometimes misunderstood and made complicated. You see, we need to hold steadfast to that which we want. If I hold up a horrible painting in front of a mirror, it will reflect exactly the picture held before it. The mind is a mirror. That is why the law of the Lord is always perfect. Our world is always a perfect reflection of our inner state of consciousness. Let us develop the habit for success. For some people, this process might require a 90-day continuous discipline of the mind. And I can say that the mind can be likened to a horse. I understand that it typically takes 90 days to tame a wild horse. The human mind, though more powerful than the horse, is, if left untrained, can run wild and rule a person's life. But when tamed, can be our partner rather than our adversary. This takes practice and consistency. Marcus Aurelius said, "Our life is what our thoughts have made it." Now, here is a video that shows a horse trainer. Watch how the wild horse is tamed. One needs to follow this process if they want to discipline the mind. This is a beautiful analogy of the conscious and subconscious mind brought into harmony. The subconscious mind is the powerhouse. It is written, "As a man thinks in his heart, subconscious mind, so is he." Through discipline and continuous practice, a wayward mind is brought to subjection. The more we commit to personal study and lean towards taming the mind, the more we grow internally. With time, our outer world will reflect that which we are dwelling upon internally. Now it's time to take action. One sad thing that I have come to realize is that some people will rather choose to remain asleep. This is fine. And I respect their choice because honestly, the world also needs its sleepers. Not everyone can play the role of an actor without an audience. It takes one who is asleep to show another person that they are awake. This is a world of contrast, a world of choices. For there cannot be an inside without an outside. But my hope is that this video will stir someone who is asleep to wake up and embrace their divinity. This is the most thrilling and exciting period to be alive. And as Alvin Toffler said, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. If we do not think for ourselves, and if we do not cleanse our minds, we will suffer because we allowed fear, false beliefs, and erroneous concepts of the world to impinge themselves upon us. Then the world mind does our thinking for us and acts upon us, bringing accidents, disease, suffering into our lives. The world mind is the mind which believes in disease, failure, misfortune, terror, and superstition. If we do not pray and cleanse our mind regularly, we may also get into trouble. There is no chance or accident, for all is law. There is a mind, a state of consciousness, which is the cause of all. And I say to your new awakening. And thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you love the content. Bye.